Hello, everybody. It's Chuck Deluxe here once again, and we're back with the one, the only, the Unseeingbow.
Hey, what's up, everybody?
We're going to be playing some chill, laid back games and do some chatting with my friend here. Yeah, sorry.
Hopefully, hopefully the storm don't start up again while we're doing this.
Yeah, I know.
I thought it was gonna be like Noah and fucking float on a cardboard box or something.
Right. Yeah, he was doing a stream. Gonna do a 24-hour stream, and he got hit pretty hard by what'd you call it?
A hurricanado.
Hurricanado. Yeah, he got hit by a legit hurricanado, guys. Like
Yeah,
there was
legit.
water all in his basement. I mean, thunder, lightning was going off crazy. So power was going off and on. So he had to.
Yeah, they actually called out school for my oldest daughter at high school. Because the aftermath of it, they had to call out school.
Yeah, that's when you know it's a bad.
Yeah, it was a bad hurricanado.
Alright, so like I said, we're playing some Roblox. I just do play that one game again because I thought it was chill.
Yeah,
That
that train one.
yeah, I love playing that game.
Yeah, it seemed like it was pretty chill.
Let's see if I can pick up Roblox specific window. See if it does it. If I gotta go capture full screen.
Now, if you know you go full screen, you can't use your overlay box.
Oh, word. I've got it
Uh,
windowed.
as long as you get it to where it's even with your monitor screen, where it's up to at least filling your monitor screen, you're good. You can still do your overlay chat box. But if you go full screen, like F11 and get it like completely full screen, then your chat overlay box will not show up.
Gotcha.
So yeah, that's something you gotta look out for.
I'm gonna do a test real quick.
Uh,
See where my chat's going. I think I have it bottom left. Oh, it's bottom right. That works.
yeah, but is that your regular chat box or is that your overlay chat box?
That's from Twitch. I just typed that in from the Twitch app.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you gotta be careful with it like that.
Gotcha. I'll keep that in mind though. That's good to know.
Yeah, because I was trying to, completely full screen, how you start the game and it shows that little rocket or whatever, and it says hit F11 to full screen or whatever. When you first start the game, it'll set your screen to full screen, and you cannot do your chat overlay box. The invisible one that only you can see.
Right.
Yeah, you can't use that on a full screen. So what you gotta do is you gotta go up in the top right hand corner and you gotta hit the arrows, the two arrows that's going diagonal up and diagonal down to at least minimize it a little bit, not a lot, just a little bit. And then you can do your overlay chat box.
Gotcha. So, ladies and gentlemen, you got some good information today. Once again,
Yeah.
you never know what you're gonna learn.
Yeah, I'm not my happy, energetic self, as you can tell. I'm still disappointed that I couldn't do that 24-hour stream.
I got you. I understand. But hey, I mean, Mother Nature, it's Mother Nature. She do what she do.
Yeah, she's a bitch.
So I got this new train last time. It's a class 801, and I got it in Express. So I'm a real big fan of the 802 and 801's very similar.
801s, is that the mag bullet trains, or is that the steam powered one?
That's the bullet train.
Okay.
Yeah, the
You got like three different trains. You've got like a regular electric bullet train. You've got a steam powered locomotive, and then you've got a coal powered locomotive.
gotcha.
I thought that as soon as you said 801 and 802, I was like, I think I know which ones those are.
Good stuff, man. Yeah, I love these trains. And
Trains and automobiles.
oh yeah, I'm all about it. So this one goes pretty fast. So I was like, man, I wish I could get that in Express. So they finally got a new release of the 801 and the Express, and I finally had enough points saved up to get it. So we're gonna take it out for a spin here. So we're gonna take the longest route here. Actually, let's do the one with the most stops, because you get more points per stop. This 23-minute long route from Lynn. Let's see where it goes. It goes to Stepford Depot, or Stepford Central to Lynn by the Sea. Okay, so that's a good little.
All right. Well, before you do that, check over back on my stream, and I'll show you the water that's under my desk, and I'll show you the water that's around my garage door.
Oh yeah, let me check that out.
Let me know whenever you get on, and I'll show you.
Yeah. That's what I like about that game. You can go in and out of it like really quick. It don't even really matter.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and check out stream. Here it is. Alright.
Yep.
There's a little bit of a delay.
10 seconds it should be.
Roger that.
I want to move my mic away so I can stand up.
I got you.
Let me show you the bottom.
Oh yeah.
You see that part right there? That's where the water was actually coming through. It was coming from right there, and it came all the way up to right here. and all them boxes and stuff. I was just throwing shit down to stop the water from coming up to me.
Dang, yeah.
And
Going
but yeah, my yeah, right here's my foot. Right there's that water part. So yeah, it was pretty bad.
Yeah, man. Yeah. That's crazy. That's some strong wind and rain right there.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I was saying. I had to just, I had to cut it. I was like, hey, I'm sorry, y'all. I know I said I was going to do this, but nope. Like I said, it was just right there to my foot. So if it got struck by lightning, it could actually jump that puddle and hit me with it.
Yeah, man. Safety first.
Yeah.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's go ahead and climb aboard this 801 here and slide on out of the Stepford Depot and
Choo choo.
head to our first stop at Stepford Central. I like the cockpit view.
Yeah. Yeah, when I play games like that, I like doing the cockpit view too. I don't like doing the third person.
I do it every now and then just to look how sexy the trains are and admire the engineering, and it's just, I like looking at trains, but if I'm driving, I'm always first person. Especially with the lights, like I was talking last time, you've got these lights. There's a warning system on these trains that every time you go over one of the lights, it'll ring to let you know, like, hey, you're passing through an area.
Yeah.
And if there's like a red or yellow in front of you, your alerter will go off, and you as a driver have to push it, or it'll go into emergency.
Okay.
Like, I just hit a double yellow because I'm about to hit an entrance into a station, so I have to adhere to that and press the button, or it'll slam me
and
into
slow
emergency.
down.
Yeah. I usually like to come in at about 45, slow down to about somewhere like 28, 25.
And then speed up to 200.
Yeah, I just ram through the passenger waiting areas.
Yeah.
Sorry about that.
Ain't no stopping me now.
I thought that sign said 200, not 20.
Yeah. I read another 0. I'm sorry, I'm dyslexic.
This is Stepford Central. This train terminates here.
So we will do
All
that.
change, please.
Platform 10.
But
Thank
yeah, I
you for
mean,
traveling with us
that
today.
storm,
55.
it was
Stepford
bullshit.
Connect. Service to Leighton City.
Yeah.
Calling at
I mean,
Stepford
no.
East. St. Helens Bridge.
I mean, it was
Angel
horrible.
Pass. Benton Bridge. Hampton Hargate.
Yeah,
Aberystwyth,
I went up
Norton
there
Newton,
and I was like,
Rocket Parade,
why are you coming up here?
Leighton, Stepford Road,
I said,
and Leighton City.
I'm not risking
This
my
train
life
is
to street.
formed of 4 coaches.
Yeah.
Platform 11.
I don't get paid to do this, so I ain't gonna stay down here and risk my life.
Stepford Connect. Service to Stepford Victoria. Calling out.
Well, even if you were getting
Stepford
paid, you did the right
Victoria
thing.
This
No,
train is
I might have threw
full
some
of
rubber
coaches.
down.
The train now standing at platform 3
I would
is
have
the
thrown some more
50,
boxes if I was getting paid.
56 Stepford Express, service to Lynn by the Sea via Benton.
Because I got plenty of boxes and plenty of wood that I stuff under that door. Well, if you're saying
Welcome on board this
whenever I was
Stepford
painting by,
Express service to Lynn by the
I
Sea.
actually had a 2x4
We will call at
that I
St.
jammed
Helens
up and under
Bridge,
the door
Benton, Leighton
to
Stepford
stop
Road,
the water from coming
Leighton
in.
City, Edgemead,
And then
West Wyvern,
and then it was still
North
coming.
Shore, and Lynn by the Sea. The next station will be
It just went
St.
around
Helens
it
Bridge.
like it wasn't even there. And then that bottle was on the ground because I knocked it over trying to get shit thrown down there. I'm like, hell, well, it's a floater.
Could have brought your fishing pole down there.
Yeah, I could
Fishing
have.
video.
Yeah. Take my shoes and socks off and lay my foot in the water. You're like, oh, this is relaxing time. Hell, I've already got a beach chair. That's what I use for my stream is my beach chair. It's a Coleman fold out chair.
Oh yeah, I remember you telling me that.
Yeah, and so it's already a chair that you would take to the beach and just sit there, make it seem like I got waterfront property. Which the way this shit is, I do got waterfront property.
Calling at Benton, Leighton, Stepford
I mean, it completely
Leighton
flooded our
City,
yard and everything.
Edgemead, West Wyvern, North
And
Shore,
we've even got
and
big old
Lynn by the
storm
Sea.
drains, and it was still
This
flooding our
train is
yard
full
and
of 5
and
coaches.
flooding the roads. It was raining so hard that it was flooding the roads.
Your attention,
The
please.
storm drains couldn't even drain all the water out.
59 Stepford Connect service to Leighton City has been cancelled. This is due to a member of the train crew being unavailable.
I was like, damn, if I had a boogie board, I'd have a free ride down the hill.
I remember doing that stuff back in the day.
Yeah, I went back in the day whenever I was younger, and I used to go to Florida and Savannah, Georgia, up near the ocean.
Oh yeah.
Dude, I used to take a boogie board with me, and I'd just ride it around and shit.
Heck yeah.
I'd use it as a float, and I'd just set up on it and just I just float around in the water.
When I was a kid, I was always using the boogie board too, even in the pools, man.
Yeah.
I was just, like you said, I use them as a float. I climb on top of them and just paddle around with it. I try to ride it and fail.
15,
Yeah.
59
Yeah, me too. See, when I
Still
first got
fun.
one, I thought it was a surfboard. So I tried to jump on it like it was a surfboard. I was like, oh, okay, this is a small board.
Right.
No, it's for your body. You're supposed to lay on it and then, then surf on your body. I didn't know that.
There's some people that try to ride boogie boards and surf like right at the beach, and it's crazy. 'Cause man, you fall so easily. I've seen so many people like bust their head, dude.
Well, they've got a little board that if you go a little bit in the water to where it goes up to like your ankles, they've got a hydroplane board.
Huh.
to where you run and you throw it down, you get on top of it, and it's made to hydroplane over top of the water.
Greenslade, Newry,
Yeah, it's you use it, you know, at the shore, but you can still use it for like going across the top of the water. So they got hydroplane boards, they've got boogie boards, they've got short boards, they've got long boards, and you know, they got all kinds of different stuff that you can do in the water. I used to go to the beach a lot.
What's crazy is I live here and I barely go to the beach.
This train
Well,
is for
I used to go to like Savannah, Georgia.
the next
I
station,
went to New Jersey.
Leighton Stepford
I've been to Florida. I've been to Gulf of Mexico and Mississippi. That's why I named my my big dog. Her name's Roxy. Roxy is a surfer term for a female surfer. They're known as a Roxy.
Right on. Didn't know
Welcome
that.
on board this Stepford Express service to Lynn by the Sea.
What's crazy is I used to live in Alabama and I've been
Leighton Stepford Road,
I went more
Leighton
frequently to the
City,
beach when I lived there
West
than I do
Wyvern, North
living in
Shore,
Florida.
and
Oh,
Lynn
yeah.
by the Sea.
I used to go to Panama
The
City
next
all
station
the time.
will be Leighton Stepford Road.
Now, let me tell you, one of the coolest places to go, in my opinion, in Panama City, because, like, yeah, I know everybody likes to go to the main part and everything. Like, yeah, if you've never been, it's cool and all, but I like going to St. Andrews Park. It's,
Oh, okay. Yeah.
it's like right, what is that? It would be east of Panama City, where the inlet is, where all the ships, big ships and everything come into Panama City Port.
Yeah.
Well, over in that area, they have a big jetty, and it creates like a pool that you can swim in. And what's cool about swimming near there, there's all kind of sea life that you could look at. And you can snorkel out there and see all kinds of different fish.
Oh, okay.
And on the other side, there's a place called Shell Island, if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong. I think it's called Shell Island. And you can take a boat to it, and it's even more interesting when it comes to the snorkeling, because there's all kinds of
Platform 1.
rocks
forward,
everywhere
60.
and very shallow water where you can see schools of fish and all kinds
Oh,
of
okay.
different sea creatures.
That's what's up.
Yeah, and it's like right there, like easily accessible. You just pull in. You have to pay to get in to the park,
Yeah.
but it's like really cheap. And they have a huge parking area, changing areas. They have a little shop there. They even have some trails you can walk down to see alligators and stuff.
Yeah. Me. I went to like I said, I went to New Jersey. We got up into Pennsylvania, and then what we did was we took a ferry to New Jersey.
Oh, okay.
That's how we got to the part of New Jersey. And then I've been to Myrtle Beach. I've been there. I actually fish off the pier at Myrtle Beach.
Oh, nice. Catch anything?
Oh yeah, I caught a Florida pompano.
Oh, okay.
Then I've been to Savannah, Georgia. I've actually slept on the beach in Savannah, Georgia,
That sounds nice.
and it was illegal. And I didn't know.
I mean, hey, you don't know, you don't know.
I was like, shit, I ain't got no money for damn hotel because it costed more than I thought to get down there. So yeah, I slept on the beach and found out it was not legal.
Criminal
Then I went.
out there.
Then I went to it. Yeah, I'm a criminal.
Just kidding.
That's why. That's why I got my dollar store. My dollar store mask. My Hamburglar mask.
That's true. That don't make
And,
sense now.
Yeah. Then I go to Florida. I've been to Destin, Florida. I've been
We
to
will shortly be arriving
What was
at Leighton Stepford Road.
where
Please mind
Legoland
the gap
is,
between the train and the platform.
right across from Universal, Florida.
Yeah, I know
You know,
what you're talking about.
Yeah, okay. It's Legoland's down there. I can't remember what the name of it's
West
called,
Wyvern,
but
North
yeah, I
Shore,
stayed down there at
and
Legoland
Lynn by the Sea.
for my
This
daughter's
train is
birthday,
formed of 5 coaches.
and
First class is located at
then
the
I-
rear of the train.
been to the Gulf of Mexico
This
in
is
Mississippi
Leighton
and I was a
Stepford
kid
Road.
at the
This
time,
train is for
and
Lynn by
we
the
stayed out
Sea.
late, and then
The
come to
next
find out
station
there was
will
actually a
be
curfew
Leighton City.
in Mississippi for kids under a certain age.
Oh, nice.
So basically, if you was under 18, there was a curfew. You had to be inside because there was a
23.
serial killer that was going around there,
Leighton
and he
City.
was killing people with ice pick.
What the
Uh,
crap?
Welcome
yeah,
on board the
so we
Stepford
didn't know
Express
that.
service to
So
Lynn
they
by the Sea.
they had a curfew set
The
up
next
for it,
station will be
and yeah,
Leighton City.
me and my brother both got caught by the cops. I was on the beach, and my brother was walking to the beach. So yeah,
Oh my gosh.
yeah, dude, there was a murderer going around killing people on the beach with an ice pick.
To Leighton West. Please
That's
mind the
insane.
gap between the train and the
Yeah, it was
platform.
and
Two,
he did it
16,
right around the time where it started
Stepford
getting dark.
Express, service
Not
to
whenever it was
Lynn
dark,
by
but
the
whenever it
Sea.
started getting dark. You know how you had the sunset and everything.
West Wyvern,
Yeah.
North
And
Shore,
he was
and
catching
Lynn by the
people
Sea.
that was just standing
This
there, and
train
he
is
was
formed
killing them with
of
an ice
5
pick,
coaches.
and then
Train
left
is
them.
for
First class
Lynn by
is
the
located
Sea.
at the rear of the train.
Yeah, so
Station will be Edgemead.
the cops told us that because we was like, hey, we didn't know if there was a curfew, and the cop said, well, if you're going to be going to a place, you need to check and see if there's curfew. He said it's y'all's responsibility to find that out.
Man, whatever. Like, who in the world makes travel plans be oh, make sure you check the
Welcome on
computer,
board
honey,
the
make sure
Stepford
they have a
Express
curfew.
service to
That was
Doesn't
before
Lynn by
crap.
the
that was before the computer. That was before
at
cell phones.
Edgemead.
Well, see, like, you
West
can't
Wyvern,
even.
North Shore.
I mean,
Lynn
no,
by the
that's
Sea.
just.
The next station.
I mean, there was
will
still
be
at that
Edgemead.
time AOL was going on,
Right.
and the computers was dial up.
But still, even back then, now, I mean,
Yeah.
nobody checks that crap.
No, nobody does. But yeah, we found out when the cops put us in handcuffs and put us in the back of their car, and had our mom come and get us.
Man,
Yeah,
they're out of their cornbread head.
yeah, they
We will
so,
shortly be
yeah, we
arriving
got-
at
we got told by the cops for
Please mind the
being
gap
out past
between the
curfew.
train and the
Luckily, it
platform.
didn't. You know, it didn't count against us. You know, they didn't do nothing major. We just explained to them what went on.
Stepford
And
Express, service
It was like,
to
hey, this is the
Lynn
first
by the
beach that
Sea.
we've been to that had a curfew at it.
West Wyvern,
And he
North
explained why
Shore,
there was a curfew
and
to us
Lynn
and our
by the
mom.
Sea.
And
This train is formed of 5 coaches.
and
First class
so
This
is located at the
yeah,
rear
that's
of the
what-
train.
after that we didn't go out because we
Lynn by
didn't
the Sea.
want to.
The next station.
Especially if
will
there's a
be
murderer out
West
there that they
Wyvern.
haven't caught yet that was killing people with an ice pick. I mean,
Yeah, I'd be like, screw that, man.
yeah, screw it.
I'll go find another beach down the road.
But yeah, so like I said, I've been to a lot of beaches, and yeah, so I know a
Welcome
little bit
aboard
about
this
surfing
Stepford
and stuff.
Express service to Lynn by the Sea. The next station
Sweet.
will be West Wyvern.
Yeah, I met some people in Georgia. Whenever I used to live in Georgia with my mom for a couple months. I met a couple of guys that was from California. They beaches that we've been to. But yeah, I mean, I've been all around all around. I used to live in Greenville, North Carolina.
Okay.
You know, like I said, we used to go to Pennsylvania and then take a ferry up to New Jersey.
Stop here.
Lived in
Please
Georgia.
stand back from the platform edge.
We just
Jeez.
moved all over.
We
That was-
moved a lot, but it was all in the southeast.
Yeah. I mean, we just, I mean, even though we was in Tennessee,
Does not stop
like
here.
living in Tennessee, we would still be traveling around. So, you know, spend a lot of time in Maryville. Then, you know, we moved with our mom to Dandridge. And, you know, we moved around like that. And like I said, you know, Savannah, Georgia. We lived in, we used to live in Gwinnett County in Georgia. And we used to visit Jacksonville, Florida.
Yeah, I've been to Jacksonville quite a few times. They have a really nice sushi restaurant there. It's all you can eat sushi.
I never been to it.
It's on the
We
outskirts,
will
but it's still
shortly be
in
arriving
Jacksonville.
at West Wyvern.
I
Please
mean,
mind the gap
back when
between
I was
trains
going to
and
Jacksonville,
platforms.
I was
Lynn by the
probably
sea. Calling
12 or
out
13
North Shore.
at the time.
Lynn by the sea.
Okay.
This train is
Yeah, so that was still in the yeah, that's still in the 90s, in the mid to late 90s, I
This
think.
is West Wyvern. This train
But
is
yeah,
for
it's
Lynn by the Sea.
pretty
The
neat.
next
You
station
walk in,
will
you sit
be
down, and get
North
your
Shore.
drinks, and then they have a pencil and then a list of all the sushi that you have, or that they
Earthquake
have.
test.
I do what?
I said, oh, earthquake test. I ended up hitting my mic and it shook my desk.
Oh,
But they gave you a pencil and you got to write down what you wanted.
yeah. I think you had like a limit, but you just
Welcome on
wrote,
board
wrote
this
down like what
Stepford
you
Express
wanted,
service to
send it
Lynn
in,
by
and
the Sea.
in a little bit you got whatever you
At
wanted. And you just
North
kept
Shore
doing it as much as you want.
And Lynn by the Sea.
That's cool.
The next station will be
I think it was like
North Shore.
$30 a person,
Oh, okay.
something like that. I think it was worth it.
Yeah, that sounds pretty cool though. I like those hibachi restaurants.
Oh yeah, those are nice.
Those ones where they make the food in front of you.
Yeah, the Japanese hibachi.
Yeah.
They had a nice one in Knoxville. I don't know if it's still nice or even there anymore. But Wasabi's.
That place had a low health rating at one time.
See, that's what I was thinking, and I didn't know if it got shut down or.
I think at one point they scored a 64 on the health rating.
We will shortly be
Man,
arriving
that's
at
crazy.
North Shore.
Yeah, I was like,
Please mind the
I
gap
don't know
between
about
the
that
train
shit.
and the platform.
I ain't been in
I
probably.
think it was so it might have been something else.
Only.
One of
This
the
train
one of the
is formed of 5 coaches.
one of the restaurants
First
in
class is
Knoxville
located at the
got
rear
a
of the train.
bad health score. I mean, I'd say you could probably Google it and find out what it was. But yeah, they got like a 64 or 65
North
on
Shore.
their health rating,
This train is for Lynn by the Sea.
and
The next station
I was
will
like,
be
I ain't going there.
Lynn by the Sea.
Oh, yeah, I wouldn't be going either.
Yeah, they're like one of the things was their cooler wasn't at a right temperature, so all of the food was like being and like they're supposed to be frozen for health reasons, and then they get it out and de-thaw it, and then they cook it.
Stepford Express service
Uh,
to
they was
Lynn
leaving
by
it in the
Sea.
freezer, and the
The next
freezer was
station
a little bit
will be
warm,
Lynn by
so
the
it was
Sea.
basically like a refrigerator. It was just a giant walk-in refrigerator, with the food not even frozen. Uh, they had like bugs all over the place. They had like the bathrooms wasn't clean, and they noticed that the employees wouldn't wash their hands after they got through using the bathroom.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, like it was horrible, dude. I mean, it was a freaking list of everything that they did wrong. I was like, I don't know how the hell they stayed open, because it was a 64. It was like a 64 or 65. I know it was low like that.
I'm glad I didn't eat then.
Yeah.
Last
I mean-
time I ate it was way back. It's been over 10 years.
Okay. Yeah. I try to look at their rating because I used to work in a restaurant at one point. So,
We will shortly
I
be
keep
arriving
I keep
at
an eye out
Lynn
for
by
that
the
stuff.
Sea.
I worked
Please
a
mind the
fast
gap
food
between the
restaurant,
train
and
and the
then I
platform.
actually worked a restaurant.
This train terminates here. All change,
And
please.
so I'm very particular about, watching to see what everybody's doing. If I notice something wrong that I know is serious, I'll freaking get up and I will leave. You know. I just won't stay.
Yeah,
I'll be like, we'll go somewhere
is
else.
Lynn by the Sea. This train terminates here.
Like,
all
I've been to a
change, please.
restaurant
Thank you
and I
for
looked
travelling
around
with us
at
today.
their bar section, and they had like a bunch of dang rat traps around the inside of the bar. Like I seen them open up the drawers that's under the bar, because it looks like that there's a vent off area, but where the vents are, they actually open up. That's why there's that line crease between the two vents. Is they actually open up like drawers, and well, one of them opened up that drawer, and I actually was, looking off to the side, looking into it, and dude, there was like old mouse traps that looks like it's been in there for like a year or two, not thrown out. Uh, there's like these square box looking things that they use for like bug traps. For like restaurants and stuff. I mean, it looks like a rat trap or a mouse trap, but it's not. It's a square box, and it's like, with it has sticky stuff all over it and everything. It's for whenever the bugs will crawl through the box and then it gets stuck. But yeah, there was like they had like 10 of those on top of the upper part of the bar. Like it had wood on top and it had wood on bottom, and the wood on bottom also had drawers. Well, the wood on top, they had like 15, like 10 to 15 of those bug traps that I was talking about.
Man.
And like the servers that was there, you don't call them waiter or waitresses no more. They hadn't done that in a while. They're called servers. But the servers that was there, they wasn't going back and refilling anybody's stuff. They was just sitting there talking at the server station. The bussers wouldn't even bust tables until somebody told them, "Hey, this table needs to be bussed," and then they go and bust it.
What?
So, yeah, that right there is wrong in itself, because when you're a busser, you're supposed to be staying at the busser station, and you're supposed to be keeping an eye on the floor, and making sure that a table's gone, because there's certain things you look for at a table to tell if the people's gone or not. But if you notice it, then you're supposed to go and bust that table as soon as you see it. That way they can flip the tables over and get new customers in there and help the servers with get more tips.
Gotcha.
Because basically that's what it's called, is turning over the table. So the more turnover you have, the more tips that the servers get. And when I was working at a restaurant, the bussers didn't get any tip from the servers. So all we got was our minimum wage. And then some places that you work, the servers will actually give you a percentage of the tips, percentage of the tips, so that it will encourage you to go and bust their table more. But at the restaurant I was working at, the bussers didn't get part of the tip. But yeah, I worked at that restaurant for like a year and a half, so I know what to look for when I go into restaurants. And if I see something that's noticeable that I see that nobody else would, and I know that's bad, like, yeah, I won't stay at the restaurant. Especially if the servers are sitting there talking and they're not doing anything to fill up people's drinks or stuff, and then people has to call them to come over to fill up their drinks. Or if the bussers ain't busting the tables, they're just sitting there, talking BSing or whatever, then talking's okay in a restaurant, because you're so bored sitting there waiting, especially if you're a busser. But if all you're doing is talking, and it takes somebody to say, "Hey, we need you to bust this table," then you got a problem. You don't want to be there, because if they're doing that, then they ain't cleaning the tables off good, and they haven't cleaned the bathrooms yet. So, if it takes somebody to tell them to go bust a table, then they haven't. They're basically just sitting there getting a paycheck. They ain't even worried about cleanliness or whatever in a restaurant.
Yeah.
That's why the servers like having me as their busser, because I would actually sit there. I'll have people talk to me, and I just won't pay attention to them. I'll just, catch the conversations here and there. But I would look around and scan the area for a table that's done, and then I go and turn it over, and I get it cleaned fast. Like I was getting parties of like 6 or 7 tables. I was getting them cleaned off in less than 2 minutes.
Nice.
And by the time I brought the bus pan back to the busters area, my bus pan already weighed 15 pounds, like 15, 20 pounds. And I'll do it until it gets to about 50 pounds, and I have a hard time taking it, and then I'll take it back to the dishwasher area, and I'll throw it in the dishwasher area, and then I'll get a new bus pan. But yeah, they definitely like whenever I work for them, or whenever I bus for them. Some of them did give me tips, even though they didn't have to. But they give me a little bit of a tip, for getting to their table fast and getting it turned over so that another group can come in and get at the table and they can get money faster. They would always say, hey, we want you to bust our table. We don't want that person busting our table. Because we'd have a high turnover with busters. Because most of the people that was doing the busing was like kids going to school, and they'd work for a little bit and then see how hard it is, and then they damn leave. And so I was working there at 19 being busters, or no, I can't remember. I know I was still in high school when I was a buster.
So, changed it up a little bit on the game here.
What are you playing now?
It's a tornado storm chaser game on Roblox.
Hurricanado Chasers.
It's actually pretty cool. Like, you gotta go track down tornadoes, and you level up, buy different vehicles that have little attachments on them that can record weather data, like speed, and eventually you can get like a full radar truck and do all kind of different experiments. It's pretty cool.
Okay. Yeah, I had my fill of damn storms today.
Alright.
And I'm going to have my fill later on today too, because like I said, there's another damn thunderstorm coming. Yeah, dude, my daughter was pissed when she found out that they called out her school.
Oh, really?
Yeah, she was mad. She's like, I'm getting tired of these storms. But hear me, Bo. I was like, Daddy almost died early this morning being down there in the basement.
Bro. Yeah. I picked the right way to go.
Yeah, you can chase all them storms you want.
I think the twister's right on me. Oh, crap.
You better hit it in 4-wheel. Find you a damn ditch or something and lay down in it.
Like it was right up on me. I don't think it's a big one. I mean, it's still a twister, but
What do you think it is? Like an EF1 or 2?
yeah, probably. It doesn't have a huge base, and the winds aren't super strong. Maxing out about 50, 60 miles an hour winds.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's probably an EF1 because like 50-mile-per-hour winds is like a 1, somewhere between 60 and 80's 2, and then 80 or 90 to 120's 3, something like that. They usually judge it by the wind speed, the the damage at which it's doing, basically stuff like that. I can't necessarily remember everything they judge it by, but I know it's like wind speed, uh, uh, wind force, damage, and it's like some other stuff that they judge it by. But the main two is wind speed and damage at which it's doing.
Yeah, it was a small one. What's cool is they've actually got like a really detailed Doppler radar on here. Like
Oh,
that
okay.
tracks the rotations, and it even gives actual EAS alerts
Yeah.
that tracks like where the storm is going, like a real-time weather alert and all that. It's pretty cool. Whoever made the game was like a really huge weather buff.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
big
Yeah,
time.
it sounds like it. Yeah, no doubt it sounds like it. The one tornadoes you need to watch out for is the ones that go counterclockwise. I think that's the ones. Yeah, if you see one that goes counterclockwise, those things are so unpredictable. Like they just act more weird than any of the other regular ones.
Oh,
Like
crap.
they have a tendency of doing a lot of spinning, like spinning on the ground, like changing directions and stuff.
I see what you're saying now, yeah.
Yeah, they change directions a lot. They do it a lot more than regular tornadoes. Because usually tornadoes they go a linear path. They go east to west or north to south or south to north, whatever. Uh, the the counterclockwise ones, I think they'll go east and then all of a sudden they switch to go north and so yeah, they're like really unpredictable. I don't. I think that's the ones that I think that's the ones I'm talking about. I can't be sure. I mean, you can look it up and see, but I think it's the counterclockwise ones that you gotta look out for.
I'm headed towards another tornado right now. That one was just, like I said, a small one, and I think it lifted up right where I was at. 'Cause since it was so weak, I wouldn't get a lot of winds when it was coming up to me. It passed right over me and kind of hovered there, and then another guy pulled up, and it just dissipated. But there's one down here that I'm tracking that's got speeds going off at 140 plus right now.
Oh shit, that's probably a 3.
So I'm headed towards it right now.
Yeah, it sounds like it'd probably be a 3.
It's slowing down now, 120 now.
Stand out there butt naked with a bottle of Jack and throw it in there and say, "Come and get me."
Alright.
Now, that's what I
good.
for how everything going wrong with me now, with the storms and the, streams not working right and damn AC going down and having to cost like $2,000 to get it fixed, and all I need is a damn tornado coming. I just stand out there and be like, bitch, you can't hurt me. I've been through enough. I'd sit there and I'd dare that tornado to come pick me up. I would dare it. I'd look at it and be like, your mama's a leaf blower.
Yeah.
They were pretty bad cussing it. Talking about its mama and stuff. Like it's actually alive. Your mama must be Hoover because she sucks.
Oh, now's one of the worst times to be hunting tornadoes. In the middle of the dark.
Oh yeah, you can't hardly see those things. Yeah, they can come right up on you.
Especially with low visibility, like literally no visibility, hail coming down.
Yeah, I mean you can hear a tornado come, because it people says it sounds like a train, and they're not wrong. It sounds like a constant rumbling from like a thunderstorm.
Yeah, it's scary.
Yeah, I slept through one. I slept through a tornado and an earthquake. I was tired.
I'd say so.
Yeah, that was back whenever I was able to get me some sleep. Not much, but some. And what happened was I had to go to the hospital because can't remember if I was having a real bad toothache or if I was having a real bad migraine, and they gave me half a pill of Valium. Is it a Valium or Vicodin? It was one of those pain medicines. It starts with the V.
Yeah.
And they gave me half a pill because I told them, I said, I don't take pills. I don't take pain pills. I said, so I don't know how it's going to do me. They was like, well, we'll give you half of one. They gave me half of one, and I swear to everything that I slept for 16 hours straight. My wife and kids thought I died. They kept having to go back to the bedroom and check on me to make sure I was still breathing.
Dang.
Yeah, like I was like, man, that knocked me out. Half a pill made me sleep for 16 hours. I'm glad they didn't give me a whole pill. Shit, I'd probably been in a coma.
Well, it looks like that tornado that I was just following, unfortunately, stopped. So, looks
That's
like
not
we've got...
that's not unfortunate. That's fortunate. You're fortunate. It stopped.
Fortunate
You
for the people in its path.
Yeah. You got a bunch of people playing on there with you?
Yeah, there's like a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 more people. It's quite a few people.
Are they doing crazy stuff like driving at the tornado?
Pretty much. That's what a lot of people try to do.
Yeah, that would be me.
There's some people that will just floor it and they'll see in chat, I'm in the air. Like, yeah, you think? You drove into a tornado, bruh.
Thank you, Captain Obvious. I mean, no shit, Sherlock.
Hold on one second.
I can tell by the hang time you got that you're up in the air.
Alright. Give me 1 second.
Alright.
All right, so I think I'm gonna take a lunch break.
All right. Dad getting hungry?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm getting hungry too.
Yeah.
How much longer are you gonna be on?
Probably not much longer because I'm tired as hell. Because you know
I
I tried to do that 24-hour stream, and then I had to wake my wife up, and I had to wake my kids up for school, and then you know had to feed the animals and clean up the damn dookie stuff that they did because the thunderstorm scared the shit out of them, literally.
oh yeah, I can imagine.
Yeah, I got a little dash hound. My wife said that she was under the cover with her at first, and then she was up around her face and head, just shaking real bad. The storms was making her shake.
Oh man.
So I'm probably gonna here in a couple more minutes. I'll probably get off because I've been doing it for like an hour and 45 minutes.
Gotcha.
But yeah,
Oh,
I'll probably get on later.
okay.
I'm not entirely sure. I might get on later.
Well,
You know, make up for the 24 I didn't get done.
well, if
You
you
know,
do, let me know.
oh yeah, I'll throw you a message, let you know.
All right, man. Well, I'm probably gonna end my stream here then, and I'll probably do another one in between now and
Yeah,
this evening. We'll see how it goes, but I'll see everybody on the Unseeing Bow side. I'll see you guys later, and
yeah. I'll
on
see
my
y'all
side,
later on Chuck Deluxe side.
yes, sir. Well, you'll have a good rest of your Tuesday, and see you again next time.